Well, good evening. Welcome once again to what is it? It's Wednesday, so it's Skipper Scale Ted at Skipper Scale Models. Yes, do not adjust your set. Ted's live. Yes, it's that night again. Hang on, just while I'm pressing buttons and things here. Yes, welcome. Well, it's a Wednesday. It normally would be the boat tank, but the boat tank's finished, and yes, we're on with the new build. So yes, you all saw what it was going to be last week, so if you don't know, we're going to do it again. I'll show you what it is, and yes, it's this one. We'll have a look in the box again in a minute or two. Well, we'll need to have a look in the box to get things out. Yeah, so we're going to do something a little bit different to this. Now, as I've been sat thinking about this within the last week, I thought we might go the extra mile on this one, because apart from building it, we might actually do a little diorama, because I've been doing a little bit of research and things sort of fit. But I'll tell you about that in a moment, so don't go away. Let's go and see who's in tonight, and we'll say hello to you all. But thank you very much for coming along. There's plenty of people out there watching. If you're out there watching and you're not in here in the chat, do come along and say hello, or tell us where you're from, and hi for in chat and things like that. Remember, if you want to ask anything, you're free to ask anything at all, apart from politics and sport, because I don't know anything about them. Ask some questions in chat. Chat does move quite quickly, and if I'm building, I don't always get a chance to look at the chat. So do remember to put it in bold, and yes, if you capitals and things like that, so I can read it. And if you do forget and you want something specifically said, type it again so I can read it and I don't miss it. But anyway, yes, so right, let's go in again and see who is in here. Now I've changed I've got, as you know, I've got two screens at the moment. Now then, bad news, the second screen I've got over there might be going soon, because my lad's just bought a house, and once he gets moved in, I think he'll want all his stuff back, so yeah, might be back to one screen. Oh well, never mind. So here we go. Right, yes, I think Lynn was in first. Now it actually shows on live chat that Chris is in first, but I don't think he was. I think Lynn was here first. But anyway, welcome to Chris and Lynn. Chris, if you're still here. Wendy Hickson, Ghost Rider. Then you had a little bit of a chat between yourself. Athol came in. How are things tonight? All well and dandy. Yes. Then it was me. I came in. I wasn't far behind everybody else, but I was here. Athol says giant Coke and a big bucket of popcorn tonight, ready for me for the show itself. If I managed to climb the stairs. Yes, I did get up the stairs, but tonight it's at the Tipples, a little bit different. We'll talk about that as we normally do shortly. William Rayborn, hi to you. Then lots of chatting between yourselves. Plastic Monkey came in. Good evening to you. Then closely followed on the outside by Steve 131. Ice Queen. Yes, sorry. Every time I picture that, I think of the ice cream van and long summer days with the ice cream with a flake in it by the beach. So Ice Queen. Yeah, it'll always be ice cream to me. Ice Queen. Colin's in. Hi Colin, welcome to you. Nice to see you along again. Yeah, we're going down. Candy's in. Candy Grandpa Mongo. Yeah, everybody knows you. Welcome. Then me, music playing, spinning, look like we're green for go. Yes, it's working. It seems to be all right. We seem to be in focus. I seem to think I'm in focus anyway. Get pictures up, sounds up. We're good. We're green for go. Houston, we don't have a problem. Steve 131, Plastic Monkey, Pete Rogers, yep, Ted, he's ready as well. Dad's in, so Fester and Dad are in, who are both your mods tonight, so they'll look after you. If I miss anything, they'll drop me a line or something like that. But yeah, Bobbins, Lord High Bobbins, yeah, 9,000 Bobbins 9,000, Cruel, Lynn, Athol, right, we're going down, all talking amongst yourselves and saying hello. Yeah, it's nice to have a little bit of a community going. We have got a little bit of a community going. I know you follow us around on everybody's stream, Chris's, Collins, Fox's, everybody's like that. It's great to see some faces and following us around, knowing that we have people out there that do appreciate what we do. Stu Pot, hi Ted, how is everybody in the chat? Keeping well, I hope. Yes, hope everybody is keeping well in the chat. Hope your family and everybody is well. Here in the UK, we've had a little bit of we've been shown the end of the tunnel. The light isn't quite switched on yet, but we've been pointed in the right direction, and somebody will be switching the light on in the tunnel shortly. So yeah, it's a good news here in the UK. Scaling Mod Muse wanders in, sits down, finds a nice comfy chair in the corner, feet up, ready to watch the show. Good for you. Stewport Lane, EC, I hope you're well over there. Yeah, Mayhem Model Works. I see there is Sir Winston. Yeah, Winston Churchill. Yes. Mark 4, Churchill Mark 7. Yeah, confusing. It's confusing, but yeah, we get the hang of it. Scale of views, lots of talking. Paul D. Tommaso, well, you're welcome. Hope you got. I don't know if your models arrived yet. Your prize, you won the prize the other day from eModels, didn't you? I don't know if it arrived yet. Graham, Scale Models, Mayhem Model Works. Right, I think we're down to the chat. Yeah, we're down to the bottom. Yeah, do please keep chatting amongst yourselves. It all makes the chat flow nice and freely and happily, and everybody gets along amongst themselves, because I know you know all to behave and things like that, and not be silly. And yeah, Moderating Fox is in. Hello Fox, welcome back. Fox has actually escaped from the bathroom, so he's here with us. So yes, hello to Fox. Panzer Coding is in as well. Beautiful Works, Edward Leonard. I guess people are coming in now because we're probably popped up on a YouTube channel saying Teddy's live. Skipper Scale Models is live. Yes, we are live. Graham Robert, Stu Port, Panzer Coding, Ghost Rider, Pete Rogers. Everybody's coming in. Welcome to you all. If I have missed you, if you do pop in and I have missed you, yeah, try and catch my attention so I can say hello. But anyway, don't forget that, yes, please, if you get the chance, come and support me in the channel, because I'm quickly running out of things in the stash to build. And to keep the show going, I need to keep it sort of nice and fresh and things like that, and so that you can see it, sort of, so I can improve the channel and fetch you nice shiny things all along to do. You can support me at Patreon. Come along for as little as £1 a month. You can join the crew and support me on Patreon, or you can use Super Chat. Yeah, the little $ down at the bottom of chat. But yes, thank you very much for that. All helps keep the lights on, gets me something to build, because and yeah, things. But anyway, moving on. Yeah. I got this kit from eModels here of the week, says Pete Rogers. Yeah, we can build it along. I'll tell you what we're going to do with it soon, so don't worry. Yeah, build along, Peter. Yeah, and we can enjoy this together. But it's a brilliant kit. It's not a new kit. It's not a new tooling or anything like that. It's the original Tamiya Churchill tank, the old kit. This is the one with the farmer in it and things like that. So yeah, there's lots of bits of extras to go along with that. But yes, now the important part is drink of the week. This week's drink of the week is just something simple. It is Coca-Cola. Yes. I felt like I needed just something long and refreshing tonight. The whiskies, when it comes to the whiskey tasting and things like that, I've really got to the end of the whiskey stash as such. I've just another one to do. I might do that in the future. I've got Smokehead, which is the I can't find the lid for it now. Yeah, which is the Warhammer brew. That's the one with the skull on. But all I've got tonight is something nice and refreshing. It wasn't a full pint, because if it was a full pint, I'll be awake all night. It was just cold, cool, fizzy Coca-Cola. Yeah. Nice and refreshing. Nice on the palate, with a nice lemony type after flavour. It hasn't got any smokiness or anything at all like that. It's just nice and cool. Good drink along. It's not Dr. Pepperlin. So that's, yes, Coca-Cola. And for when the Coca-Cola runs out, I've got some good old Council Pop, some tap water. That in the middle there, that's just a water filter. It filters the impurities, not impurities, but the chlorine taste and things like that out. So I get a nice refreshing chill in there. Edward Leonard says with rum. Not quite with rum. Not this week. No, I just didn't feel like a Coke. I just didn't feel like a drink tonight. Maybe I'll save it for a Sunday when we're on with Chris, because we're both on with Chris. Steve131 says in this, the driver's plate is very tight to put in. Fox says, I really want a Dr. Pepper now. Go get one. Or send out for Coca-Cola. Council Pop comment of the day, that. Yeah, Kieran Keith. Yeah, it is Council Pop. It's what I've always called it. Council Pop tap water. Lynn says she'll send you one, Fox. So if you just go downstairs, wait by the door, in a few minutes there'll be a Dr. Pepper coming from the other side of Bond. Right, what are we going to do with this Churchill tank? Right, I thought what a good idea to be was actually build it, and then rather than go straight into another build, we can build a diorama for this. I'm not sure. I've only thought about this in the last sort of idea. I've only thought about this in the last half hour, because I was sitting here getting everything ready, looking round, and if you remember, before we built the boat tank, we built this, didn't we? We built the little Tamiya universal carrier. Now I thought that this, because this is in the markings of a Scottish regiment, in fact the 3rd Infantry, I think, this could be on the roadside with this, because this is also depicted, or the decals inside are depicted for a Scottish regiment, the 3rd Armoured Division, which was active. This tank was active in the first stages of the Normandy invasion in the northwest Normandy. So we could probably put these together in a little diorama with the infantry crew. These guys, hang on, just standing up. With these guys, and they can all sort of be making their way to the front and things like that, and so we could do that. That would be an idea. As I say, when we finish this, rather than just going on and whacking straight into another model and not getting this one really finished, I will do that. So what do you think of that? It sounds like it usually means that it sounds like what usually happens is that I would get halfway along building a model, thinking of putting it in a diorama, then another shiny object comes along and I forget the diorama and move it on. So we'll do that. The Sergeant looks like far too much like a Rupert to be an NCO. Yes, he does. Yeah, he does a bit. Yeah. It's too serious looking. So yeah, could be. So we'll do that. So yeah, and I haven't put crew in there. So what we'll do, and because there's a farmer, sort of selling his wares and things like that at the side of the road, I thought we could get them all together. Crew at rest. Crew at the side of the road. There was that happy chappy, wasn't there, smoking or apparently smoking a cigarette. And other people sat around, so they could all be at rest, waiting to move forward. And we'll have a look at building a diorama. Paul Lee Tomasa, yeah, wasn't it you that won a mug or something, or one of the giveaways or something? I can't remember. I'm sure it was Paul. Never mind. I may be mistaken. I may be mistaken. Right, diorama for the Windsor scale model muse. Yeah, I'm just trying to scroll back through the chat, see if I've missed anything whilst I was prattling on. Lynn's going to send yeah, Fox's Dr. Pepper. Mayhem Model Works. Oh no, I'm having Elseworlds ideas for that Churchill. On and on, just lovely. Nice to see you, channel. Carries a good mojo kit. I have 2 of those Guards Armors Division. It's a lovely kit to build, that, Peter. As you saw, you may have seen. If you want to see it built, go back in the playlist somewhere down there. I don't have a thumbnail for that one because I wasn't that good on Photoshop by then. So yeah, you have to. It's down there somewhere, but you can go and watch it. Yeah, but it's a brilliant thing. Model Making Guru Mayhem Model Works says he feels like doubling up the tank treads and making the cannon more angry. Oh, yes, I see what you've done there. Yes, I see where you're going with that one now. I'm all for getting more free stuff and all the goodies my way. Yeah, hopefully it was you then, Paul, and I haven't mistaken you for somebody else. But anyway, without further ado, shall we open the box? Shall we open the box? With a big drum roll, we shall open the box and have a look inside. Well, there we are. There's the there we are. 6 Guards Tank Brigade, 3rd Tank Battalion, Scots Guards. Now, I'd read on this that all these tanks were named after uplands, mountains in Scotland, and this one's Ben Nevis, and I think it shows there that it's a tank commander, it's a brigade commander with a little diamond on the hull. So there we go, that's that. And we need to find, there's all these people in it as well, so there's lots of people, there's lots of chances, lots of ideas for doing some dioramas. And right, let's see how we can build the tank. Yeah, sorry if it's blowing out the whiteness, the white balance is throwing out this, but we need, first things first, we need to build a couple of wheels. Let's find the wheels. I'm going to leave, as you know, we always leave the stuff in the bags till about 10 minutes into the build, and then they all get thrown away. The tracks let it down, says Pete. Yeah, it is an old Tamiya kit. I think it could have. I was thinking of having a look for some replacement aftermarket tracks, some Fruel tracks. or something like that. But depends how much pocket money I've got left as to whether or not I could get this built with aftermarket tracks. And it's not mine either, it's the son's. So the tracks make the model for me. I hate link tracks. I don't mind link tracks. Yeah, if you ever build a Panzer IV, yeah, if you build a Panzer IV from Trumpeter, links, lots of them, lots of parts, and that's just oh, Pete Rogers said he means a carrier. Oh, that's a relief. Yeah, the tracks on the carrier were a bit naff, but these do seem better. Phil's got some Master Club's tracks coming for his. Oh, right. But yeah, these do seem to be better tracks than they do in the carrier, because if we go back to the carrier, yeah, I haven't even started painting these. They are quite narrow. I look at the size of the tracks from one to the other. Yeah, they are quite narrow, and the tracks themselves sort of were falling apart in the box. So yeah, fragile, and I think gonna need an application of mud just to tartan up a little bit, or just to hide things. Anyway, where were we? Open the boxes, goes right there. The box is open. I thought I noticed the sergeant is carrying a Sterling machine gun. Is he? Let's have a look. Yes, he is. Yes. He's got Sterling. There's the brain gun there, and the Lee Enfield 303s. So yeah, he's the sergeant. He's the one that carries the small arms. Yeah, he's got a double set of ammunition pouches, because he's carrying the ammunition for the Bren gun. Yeah, this guy with the Bren gun's got it pretty easy, really. Right. Yeah, but Paul Fox has looked back through, and he thinks I was mistaken. I'm sorry if I was mistaken and got your hopes up. Yeah, it's the cork. I haven't had enough cork. I haven't started shaking yet. Is there a puppy involved? There's no puppy involved in this one. I still mean to get a puppy for the Land-wasser-schlepper, the boat tank. Right, there we go. There's the right. Let's get this bit of the box out of the way. Ted, that sergeant is a corporal, going by stripes on his arm. He is a corporal. Yeah, I knew he was a corporal when Fox said he was a sergeant, but I didn't want to show you up. But yeah. I think now I have to get Paul a mug as a penance. We'll sort something out. Right, where were we? Phil Lewis, you might be thinking of me. I won the Albatross a few weeks back. Mondays all gel into one, especially now. But yeah, Mondays. Well, yes, right. It goes on there, tells you a little bit of history about the Churchill tank, but if you go on Google, if you go into Wikipedia, it tells you lots more about it. I was really impressed. I didn't know that it was a Churchill tank that was hull down. You all you tank people all know what hull down means. It was a Churchill tank that, being hull down, actually fired at a German King Tiger and disabled it by throwing a shell into its turret ring and disabling it, and the crew abandoned it. That we now have King Tiger 131 at the Bovington Tank Museum. Yeah, it was actually a Churchill tank that captured it. Well, shot it. We captured it. So there we go. Yeah, a little bit of useless information. Yeah, but yeah, Fox is just testing us all. Yes, he was wondering who would be the first to spot that. Yeah, yes, Captain Marin. Right, where are we going with this? A3 and A4. Now they're pretty easy because they're here somewhere. A3 and A4. So we need two of them together. Is that right? Yes. Now then, this is the significant, important part of the build. King Tigers don't like it up. They don't like it up, Mr. Manring. This is the important part. Now then, drum roll please. Because we cut the first part from the sprue. Yes. Always an important part. Always a bit, I always think it's as important as gluing the last bit together. So there we go. There we go. A3 and A4. And one good thing about Tamiya kits is they're usually Panzer Korig says Tiger 139 is not a King Tiger, alas. I thought it was. Oh well. If it wasn't, if it isn't, it isn't. It's a Tiger tank then. Is it just a Tiger tank? And then we can put the first glue on. Oh, albatrosses do not come with wafers. But anyway, Tiger 131 was disabled by a Churchill tank. I'm just going by what was said on Google. Yeah, that's my get out. Oh, no comment, no complaints from Paul about the mug. Whatever we guys decide to do, he shall continue to watch, as he likes us all. Yeah, and we like you too, Paul. We love you all. We love everybody. Yeah. So there we have the first wheel done, the first parts glued in this momentous occasion here live on Skipper Scale Models. We have the first bits cut and the first bits glued, and I would go over to ask Ted for a comment on this momentous occasion, but it seems he's just too busy at the moment. It's Tiger 1, still an impressive feat, knocking one out. Yeah, Tiger 131 is a Tiger 1. Okay. It's still, yes, it's still an impressive feat. And we have the second parts cut off the sprue like that. So there we go. We'll have to go. I have been to Bovington to see 131. I haven't seen it moving. It was just on display when it was in there. But looking forward to places being opened, and it could be quite possible that they could have the Tank Fest back this year at Bovington. I really would like to try and get down and see that. We could take the Lem down and go to Bovington for Tank Day. Head polycaps. No, polycaps go on the other one. Polycaps go on the dry sprocket. This is the idler wheel. But as we discussed the other day, yeah, you go to this. You go to this attention. You pay attention to this to make sure that the sprockets and wheels and everything turn. And then when you get them all together, you can't turn the tracks anyway, because some of the wheels, like the idler wheel, probably doesn't won't turn. I don't know, something like that. 47 watching, only 14 thumbs. Says Candy. Yeah, the only thought. Yeah, give us a thumbs up down here somewhere. Yeah, give us a thumbs up. It helps with the algorithms, and yeah, makes me become a real nuisance. Makes me become a real nuisance in that, in people's YouTube feeds. Yeah, and mentioning polycaps, I've now got to go and find them for the next bit, because they'll be in here somewhere. Polycap. Now then, I'm not sure where they would be, but they don't appear to be in here. I would have thought they would have been attached to the track somewhere, or something like that. Or is that them? Yeah, excuse me rattling. Polycaps. It says there should be 4 polycaps, but I can't find them. I'll keep looking. They're not on there. I would have thought they'd been in a separate packet. Oh, there they are. In here with the crew. They're Ted can't turn the tracks because there'll be a honking great staple in the middle of them. Yeah, there will be, but because Tamiya says to glue them, or to, making a noise, to glue them or to weld them with a hot screwdriver. Now, if you ever tried to weld tank tracks with a hot screwdriver, it all ends very badly. So, yep. Yeah, I think I only ever tried it once to make tank tracks with a hot screwdriver, and I think I ended up with a tank that didn't have any tracks on it at all. So the next section is the drive wheels with polycaps in the middle. See, you were all jumping ahead of me. Yeah, you were right. You were just too far ahead. 26 thumbs. Thank you. It's going up. Yes, brilliant. God, I'm thirsty tonight. I used to weld them with a screwdriver when I was a kid. Somehow it always worked for me. Guess I have a natural skill at mushrooming. Yes. Edward Leonard, this is an old kit. It is an old kit. It's not old to me, but it is an old kit. It's probably somewhere. I bet in here somewhere there will be. I could look on the internet. There we go. Copyright 1977 Tamiya. There we go. That's when they started pushing this out of the malls. 1977, and it probably hasn't changed a bit since then. Apart, yeah, hasn't got any release oil on it now. But yeah, 1977. That's how good it was. Staples always work for me. They always work for me. Yes, I've become a convert to using staples, because particularly on a tank like this, with it having the track guards, you can turn them right round and hide the staple. This kit is as old as Star Wars. 77. That was just the year I left school. No, I left school in 78. So a year before I left school, this kit was new on the market. Yeah. There wasn't any people to tell you about it. on the internet by then. You probably had to read about it in magazines and things. Well, there would have been the Airfix magazine. I don't know about any others. Were there any other magazines around the time that this kit came out? Oh, wow, that kit is the same age as me, since Bobbins 9000. Wow. It's as old as the Sea Harrier. Is it as old as the Sea Harrier from Tamiya? Yeah, I would think, considering the age of the Sea Harrier itself. Yeah, it won't be far off. It's the only kit not to be featured on the Millennium Falcon. Oh. The year 77 should be written as a rounded stripy font. Yeah. Fonts. No, why does that? Why has that got a locating pin on? Ah, I see. Yes, it has got a little locating pin lug on the wheel, so you can't get in it. William Rayburn was 3 in 1977. I am returned, says Mayhem Model. Welcome back. Guru was 6. Guru was 6, and I was leaving school to start work. Yeah, that was the days when you left school and went straight into a job. Well, probably I know that I didn't walk straight into. I didn't leave school on the Friday and walk into a job on the Monday, because I think I left school about 2 o'clock on the Friday, and by about 2:30 I was down at the Dole office wanting to sign on, because at that time you could get unemployment allowance straight from school. Yeah, so that was, yeah. 1977 was the best of all the years. Wow, Ted left school a year before me. Yes, yeah, we're old. Graham was 16. What was happening in 1977 then? I was 6. Oh, right, who's good with a Google? I've got lots of things running on my computer and I don't want to Google. What was happening in 1977? Pete Rogers says, I was 13. Yes. Did I glue that in? No, that's that one. So now we could do the other wheels. Lynn says she was 14. Okay. How old was everybody else then? What was number 1 in September 1977? That was the year before I left school. Anybody able to Google that for me? In 77 I started work on the Brentfield as second chef. All right, I thought. In 1977 Nicky Lauda won his second F1 title. I do know what Formula 1 is. I used to follow Formula 1 when it was people like Nicky Lauda and such driving, because then they were real drivers. They actually had to drive the car, and they couldn't just sit in it and be controlled remotely by people working out petrol consumptions and things like that. Yeah. Andrew Preston was 10. From his kit being launched today is 11 years longer than from the end of World War II when this kit was launched. Oh, some good working out then. From this kit being launched today is 11 years longer than from the end of World War. I get what you mean now. Yes. A lady never tells her age, says Ice Queen. Okay, Ice Queen. Hang on. I've got polycap. All right, yes. Yeah, I thought for a frightening moment then I had an extra polycap that I hadn't put in there. But no, these go in the hull. Because I've read ahead. Mayhem Model Works. wasn't in existence in 77, but it was a good year for a lot of things. I think the Apple computer came out in 77. 1977. Ooh, Apple. Yeah. And now look what we're doing. Yeah, Apple. Right. Frontal armor. Front llama. Frontal armor. Panzerung. Select either open or closed. Right, so we want a C30. B. A. Right, so we haven't got the right spruce. The 80s were brilliant, says Graham. The 80s were brilliant. Yes, that was the time, because I'd left school in 78. The 80s, I was a young apprentice with money in my pocket. Yes. The rest we won't talk about. Front armour. 1977 European Cup final. I don't know about cup finals. I actually remember very little about 77, but my soul I knew for whatever reason was the best of years. Yes. No, we don't need that bit. We want C parts. Now then, it's telling us that we're going to have to paint some of these parts before we don't want that one either. Evening all, says Felice. Good evening to you. Number one was Way Down by Elvis for 5 weeks. Thank you, Peter. Right, there's the bits we need. Good evening, Phil. Yes, welcome to the start of the Churchill tank build. Which, looking at this bit, we might not get much further because it's telling us to paint something a colour. I think we get away with it. Yes. And we don't want that bit. Paint the front llama. Painting the front llama. The Panzerung. So we can cut this off, making sure that we cut it off. So we want C30. Cutting off the bright bits and not cutting off bits that shouldn't be cut off. That was easy. C31. C32. That doesn't have a number on it, but it does look like it's the bit that I want. Sarah Jane, I had 3 weeks camping in Switzerland in 77. A good way of escaping the silly sci-fi films. Ooh. Paint the front llama. HMS Invincible was launched in 77. Yes, it was, because I was still in the Sea Cadets then. You might remember me talking about being in the Sea Cadets. I was a Marine cadet, and the Queen came to Barrow to launch the Invincible. That was when we really saw the first of the Harriers, or we actually saw them in real life, because as the Queen launched it, the ship went down the slipway, and as it went into the water, just as the tugs were coming alongside to take control of it, the Harriers flew in. They hovered above the carrier, and then they sort of dipped the nose and give the Queen a bow, and then they brilliant. Yeah, it was great, a great thing to see. I was actually there. Yeah, and then yeah, not too long ago, a couple of years ago now. I watched it on the cam being towed out of Portsmouth on its way to be scrapped. A sad day. Right, we need to get this in there the right way up. Now, is there a right way up? That looks like to be the right way up. This is the yeah, it's not a brain gun. It was, I think it was a Polish gun. I can't remember the name of it. Armour. Let's see if it tells you what the armour was. Oh, it doesn't. I can't remember the name, but I did see it on the Imperial War Museum website the other day, saying it was something like a Czechoslovakian or something gun. It wasn't British anyway. Now then, do not cement. So that goes under there to keep that in very cleverly. And yes, that's the bit he was telling us to paint, but we can paint that after, can't we? Oh. 77 was before her second brain tumour, so she's out of this convo. Yeah, hopefully you're back to fighting fitness, Lynn. Nice to see you back. 77 was the year I started his apprenticeship. That's when all the trouble started, says Graham. Yeah, we know. Yeah, 78 I started mine. We don't need no striking paint. Duke Gelb. Ford Fiesta went on sale in 77. I don't know if they went on the top shelf. Oh, yes, yeah, I know what you mean. Scaling models. Dad had completed his electrician's apprenticeship and done 5 years in the army. Yes, we do. Yeah, that is. Yeah, I thought I was old, but it's glad to see that Dad's along just to make me feel better. Thanks for coming along and making me feel not as old as everybody else. Yeah, I was about to start my 4-year apprenticeship, because that's when you had to work for your apprenticeship. Yeah, none of this. I know a lad now that's doing his apprenticeship, and how long do you do? Oh, 3 years. 3 years? 3 years? Yeah, we had to do 3 years apprenticeship in company, and then you were allowed out on your own. You had to go out for your final 12 months on your own, looking after yourself. But you did get assigned a labourer, somebody to carry your bag. So yeah, somebody could carry your tool bag for you, because we were the skill. The Spy Who Loved Me was a 1977 movie. Was that James Bond? James Bond in 77? Yeah, obviously it was James Bond. Who was James Bond? Was it Roger Moore? Spy Who Loved Me. Another Google, please, folks. Hi, Chris. Good evening. Welcome to Wednesday night with me, where we're building the Churchill tank. We're not doing a tank boat. We're doing a tank. Yeah. A Besser machine gun. That was it, Panzer. Thank you for that. It was a Besser machine gun. I understand that the Besser machine gun could only be fitted in vertical armour. It couldn't be fitted on sloped armour because of the shape of it. How it was built, it couldn't be fitted. If you had sloped armour like that, it couldn't be fitted. It was best if the armour was vertical. That's what I understand. It was the Besser machine gun. Athol did 5 years in the RAF before that a year in Boy Service Harrogate Yorkshire Signals. Oh. Chris is really making you feel old now. You started in the army, Dad, as when he was born. Pete Rogers, the best thing that happened in '77 was the Sex Pistols released "God Save the Queen" for Sub Jubilee. Was that? Yeah, it will have been '77, the Jubilee year, was it? I got a grumbly in my tummy and we'll be having pancakes for supper. Cool. Roger Moore, says Lynn. Roger Moore would have been James Bond then. Scott Squadron, known as the Wee Jimmies. So I thought that's what he was in. Geez, Ted, you got a labourer. We'd have been a pure luxury in our yard in Glasgow. Yeah, you couldn't. It was a bit embarrassing, really, because you were only the sort of 20-year-old apprentice, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, you were 19, maybe 20. The 20-year-old apprentice, and your labourer was about in his 60s, and he had to insist on carrying your bag. You climbed to the top of a gantry crane. You climbed to the top of it, and you'd unbolt this huge mortar as big as a man, and then he insisted on lowering it down to the ground. You couldn't help him. You just had to unbolt it, disconnect it, unbolt it, and he would do all the labouring. It'd be in his 60s. Yeah. So, yeah, really embarrassing. It didn't fit with me. I'll do that. No, it's okay. It's my job. I'll do it. Yeah, so you have to let them do it. Right, C33 and C34. Next bits. That's not them. This is going to be one of them kits where everything is spread all over. C33, where you spend a lot of your time, and that's one of the bits I need because it looks like I need it. That's that one. So the next one's only a small bit. C33. It should be there. There is. Did I cut that off before? I'll have to run this video back to see if I cut it off. Phyllis wasn't born until 1980. Yeah, I was already at work then. I actually, yeah, speaking of the Invincible that was launched, yeah, I actually worked on the Invincible. I built it. Well, not myself. I did have a little bit of help, but yeah, it was quite an impressive ship. I worked in the AVCAT supply room, like a petrol station for the jets. I did a lot of wiring and fitting of things in the AVCAT. This goes there like that, so this could go open or it could go closed. I think we could just yeah, I'll have a think about that. Let's have a look at the chat. People chatting. So in the year you were born, I was working in Libya in the oil fields. Yeah. 1980, I was 13. Scale model views. Ted built it and then it sunk. Yeah, they didn't tell me it wasn't a submarine I was building. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Well, there were the days when the ship used to go out on sea trials it would go out on constructors' sea trials, and then it would come back to the shipyard, and then you'd sort of start fixing things when the ship itself was more or less finished. Ted could sink a gravy boat. Boom, boom. Oh, yeah. Petrol station for jets. Yep. It was good because there was lots of places you could hide in the Avcat supply room. So you could go out on a Friday afternoon to the pub Friday lunchtime, because it used to be a mass exodus from the shipyard. If you ever look up some past history of Barrow, people will show you pictures of the mass exodus of thousands of people from the shipyard. But what you used to do on a Friday afternoon or Friday lunchtime was the buzzer. You couldn't go out of the gates until the buzzer blew, which is like a big air raid siren, and then everybody would run to the pub. The pub would prepare itself by having beer lined up on the bar. They would have about 10 pints of bitter, 10 pints of lager, 10 pints of mild, 10 pints of cider, and they would all be lined up on the bar. So when the door sort of flew open and thousands of people ran in, they didn't have to wait to have a pint pulled. They would just grab a pint off there, give them money, sit down, and you could have about 4 or more pints in a lunch hour, and then you would go back to work on a Friday afternoon, and you would find somewhere to sleep it off. And that was it for a Friday afternoon. How anything ever got built? The Barrow Shipyard being the leaders of marine technology, nothing ever got built on a Friday afternoon because everybody was drunk. That's if you actually went back to work on a Friday afternoon, because certainly payday. Friday afternoon. I'm not going back. Just catch up with Mayhem on Works didn't go on the assembly line until 82. Fox says, I shall post you a couple of Warhammers Aquilas to glue onto that tank. Yeah, I could paint them on. Ice cream. Did I ever go on sea trials? I didn't know. I wasn't lucky enough to go on sea trials. However, I once was seconded to a shipyard in Scotland, in Aberdeen, called Hall Russell. That was an experience in itself, being a young single lad let loose in a town of, well, yeah. If you're going down to works, if you're going to work and you're going down the docks to work, the one or two sites that we can't repeat on this show because it may be viewed by children. I never went on sea trials as the Navy decided his hull was not seaworthy. Graham Roberts off. Catch us all later. Thank you for watching. Thank you for dropping in, Graham. Hope you have a nice evening. Thanks for dropping in. I've drank all my Coke now. I should really go down. I should have put some rum in it and would have lasted longer. Right, next bit. Oh. I've decided not to glue it open, not to glue it shut, but to glue it halfway, like that. See? There we Oh, New York City suffered a massive blackout in 77. Thanks for everybody that's Googling what's happened in 77. Because I can't remember. If I'd have known I was going to talk about 77, 78, I would have Googled it first. But not to worry. Alright, what we're going to do now. When no colour is specified, paint the item with hull colours. Refer to pages 9 and 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the colour you will be painting will be green. There we go. Right, there's the poly caps, and I put them away somewhere. I don't know where I put them. There they are. Right, frontal armour. Yeah, right. Ah, that's upside down. That's why. No, it's not. What do you see? Right there. So we want some A's now. Now I did say before that I was going to keep all these in plastic bags, but it hasn't happened. I probably also suffered a blackout in 77. Yeah, I can't remember 77. And the flesh pots of old Aberdeen. It'd make a great song title. Yes, some of the things down there you couldn't repeat to your grandma. How was Aberdeen? Fine. The Granite City. Yes. What? Now I would have been out of my apprenticeship. So it would have been 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, something like that. Yeah, I would have been sent up to Aberdeen to Hall Russell to work on some frigates for I think I'm not sure. I'm saying the Korean Navy, but I don't think it was. Malaysian. I think it was for the Malaysian Navy. We're working on some. Sorry, my mind got distracted while I was trying that out. Yeah, working on some frigates for the Malaysian Navy. Or that's what they thought they would send us up there for, anyway. Right, we're going on. We're nearly time for fitting the frontal armour to this. So they go in there. That goes in there. Why do we need to fit these on here? Is it just so the hull fits in there? Oh right. Yeah, I think all it is for these locating pins to go in there to make it fit. It's probably a throwback. Oh, just drop them out. It's probably a throwback to when it was a motorised one, so you could take the top off and change the batteries. Whoosh. Sounds like a bandit song from Skyrim. Aberdeen twinned with Struss. There were the years that miniskirts were worn by young ladies of a certain disclaimer trying to catch unwary shipbuilders after being paid. Ah, yeah, not me. Yeah, I was all innocent and didn't know about such things. Yeah, I didn't know about such things until the Friday lunchtime in Aberdeen, when you went to the pub and you'd go in to play pool and find that they'd moved the pool table to the side of the room. Never mind. Oh, as Billy Connolly said, Aberdeen is Gaelic for hypothermia. It was damn cold. Oh, yep, chat. Right, let's see if we can glue this bit on here without messing things up. And yeah, the way this is going, we'll have this finished by the end of the show. Next week we'll do something else. Mini skirts are stupid things. Trackies are much better, says Sarah. Yep. Yeah, I never suited mini skirts anyway. Trackies. Yeah. The 80s, yes, the 80s will have been shell suits. Yeah, tracky bottoms wouldn't have been in then. Yeah, it will have moved from mini skirts to shell suits and big hair and medallions. Oh, Pete Rogers says he liked mini skirts. Did you ever find one that would fit and suit your legs, Peter? A15. A15. That was a good shot. Good guess there. So we cut these off. Yeah, Ted says we'll have it finished by the end of the show. Then I realise I've got 3,000 parts to fit when it comes to the wheels and suspension. Yes, and tracks. Only allowed to wear them on Sunday, says Stu. But that's the problem. Yeah, I'm a little bit restricted on the bench at the moment because I've got the Titanic. Yeah, that's here as well. So I don't want to tick it off the bench, you see, because what'll happen is that if I tick it off the bench, it'll take ages to get back on the bench. I'll move it, but if it's here on the bench, it reminds me that I've got to do it. So yeah, so part 5 is in production. I'll move the camera. There we go. Back to where we were. Cove Mary Ted, remember her? I don't know. You know, I never got acquainted with any of the ladies of the night. I do remember sitting in a bar on my days off, I think, and the door bursting open to a particular looking I wouldn't say she was an attractive lady, however the door burst open and this lady shouted, "There's a boat coming in," there's insert name of boat here, "There's such a boat coming in, it'll be on number 3 berth in 20 minutes," and ran out again. So, yeah, 1 or 2 other people followed it. So yeah, that was the sort of place. Aberdeen. I've lost a part already. I've lost it. No, I not only I haven't lost a part. I've lost a sprue. That's because I'm talking. Yeah, I haven't lost a part. I haven't lost. It's there. Video freezing up slightly. I do apologise. It's not telling me anything on here that the video is freezing. I don't know what that could be. Well, it tells me I have a good connection. I bet I might have few in the job. Not really something that's was prevalent here in Cumbria. It probably is. It's just that they're a bit more discreet about it. Just get these bits to glue on. I need a little tin to keep loose bits in while I work. Yeah, the thing is that I'm cutting the loose bits off and intending to glue them on straight away, and I lose them between cutting them off and using them. It's as quick as that, and then I lose it by it being there. So yeah, I would lose it by cutting it off and putting it in a little tin. It would get lost. Frontal armour. Now, which is the front? Is that the front? That's the back. That's the front. Front, yes. 1977 Tamiya, yeah. Frontal armour. Vorderpanzerung. So that slides in there, does it? It says it slides in there. Just need to tease the side armour out a bit. No, it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't slide in. Maybe it backs onto it. No, it slides in, it says. Apologies. Frontal armour, yes. What is it with the llama? Yeah, it's the frontal armour. Because every tank has a frontal armour. Frontal armour. Frontal armour. I don't get this. Spread, then. Ah, right, it tells you to spread them. Right. You've got to spread the armour at the front. No, you've got to spread the armour at the side so you can get the frontal armour in. There we go. Yeah, that was a tight fit. We got there in the end. Tight fit. In the jungle. Now, copyright, I can't sing In the Jungle, the Mighty Jungle. Tight fit. The lion sleeps tonight. There we go. What is it for? What? Frontage. From now on, we're building a tank. I should refer to the front glacier's plate as frontal armour. Frontal armour, yes. Llama drama. It's what Ted actually called the frontal armour earlier. Yeah, I think somebody else spotted. I'd called it the frontal armour in the Panzer IV build. So that from then on, it's always been the frontal armour. Thanks to Tony. So we can glue that in. Now I think that hopefully that will get hidden by the tracks and the track guards, because yeah, there's not a very nice gap in there. So that's that way. That's that way. So we can now do some C4. C4, we're going to blow it up. B. C. C4. That's 30. Now that must be 4. It does appear to be that there is some part, oh there it is, it's numbered down here on the sprue itself. It doesn't have like a little flag. Alright. Athol's off again for his drugs and his coffee. So good night. Thanks for dropping in, Athol. Nice to see you again. Hope you enjoyed the show. Do come back another time. Come back next week when we'll be continuing the build of the Churchill tank with its frontal armour. Right. Now it says to glue on here. It says to glue some headlights on. I'm going to have a look at and see how the build progresses, because I have a feeling that if I put headlights on it now, they're going to get broken off because I'm so rough-handed. So we could leave them until the end. And then glue them on. Oh, llama farmer drama in La Palma. Yes, yeah, we've all got everybody talking about llamas now. Llama drama. So there we go. Yeah, that's the most of the front llama put on now. I've got an alpaca blanket I got in Cusco, Peru. Lovely and warm. The alpaca didn't want it. We've got alpacas. Yeah, we've got alpacas down the coast road now, folks. Yeah, next time you come back to Bardsey, you can go and see the alpacas, because they're within walking distance of the caravan site that you used to stay at. Yeah, so you can have an ice cream and go and see the alpacas. Full alpaca. Oh, oh right. I'm going to have to slow this build down, because it's a rule, because Fox set the rules that we're not allowed to glue more than 2 pieces together during a show, because you know people come to expect too much. That's that bit in there, so that's right. Glue that down and glue that down. Just need to hold these a little bit, just to let the glue hold a little bit, because it's a strange shape. I couldn't get any clamps on there. So there we go. Wait near Barnsley as we used to stay there. I could get ice cream from the hut and watch the creek. Yes, you can. Yes, go get some ice cream off Roy's Ices. He's there all year because it's never too cold for a Roy's Ices. And then you can go and watch the llamas and let them eat your ice cream. All the alpacas eat ice cream cones. Yes, yeah. You can even why anybody would want to do it, but you can take the llamas for a walk. You can make a booking, and you can take a llama for a walk along the beach. Yep, if you want to do that. Clamps. Ice cream stolen? Oh, sorry. Alpaca, yeah, alpacas. Yeah, alpacas, llamas. Are they not the same thing? I will Google them afterwards. Yeah, but yeah, alpacas. Which is the one that they get wool off? Or do they get wool off them both? Because I may be mistaken here. They could be alpaca. They could be llamas. They could be alpacas. Yeah, the Maharishi Centre is all posh. Yes, it is really all posh. You must go there. It's a beautiful building. The temple itself is gorgeous. That's just down from Ulverston. If anybody wants to Google that, however Fox has spelt it, it's the Maharishi Centre. It's the Buddhist temple, place of peace and tranquility, right on the beach. You pass the temple as you drive down the coast road. It's beautiful, all gold and all decorated in gold and sort of shimmers in the sunlight. What idiot would take an alpaca for a walk on the beach? Did he pay fetch? Yeah. You could take one for a walk up the mountain, couldn't you? Because aren't they used to being pack animals for carrying sort of things up hills? That's a sheep. Yeah, that gives you wool. Alpacas are squarish, squishier than llamas. Just in the screenshot. A delicacy of Peru is guinea pig. Tastes nice. I told my niece and she didn't speak to her for a year. They were big guinea pig. Yeah. What's for tea tonight? We'll just have guinea pig and chips, I think. Yeah. Or stewed guinea pig. Yeah. Guinea pig on toast. Yeah, I do apologise to any guinea pig fans. Yeah, you do not eat pigs. Yeah, guinea pigs. Yeah, guinea pigs. Sweet little guinea pigs. C13 I want now. That's that one. That's a big bit. Right, so I think we're getting a little bit towards the end of the build today, because we're running out of things to put on it without building it too quick and making a short show. short shore, short shore, short shore, short shore. Oh, it does go like that. Has a little bit of a lip just in front of there. It's beginning to look a bit like a boat, but yeah, a ship. Oh yeah, because if we build this too quick, we'll have anything else to do next week. But up to now, if you're thinking of building this kit, who was it that said they've got this kit, building along with it? Yeah, it goes together like a typical Tamiya kit, or it has done so far. No issues, nice and smooth. I do see underneath that it doesn't have any underneath detail, but then, yeah, it's underneath. Who's going to see it? Yeah. Unless, excuse me, would you like to see underneath my tank? Here we go, just squashing that down, letting it stick a little bit. Oh, I said I had cooked guinea pig 3 times, cooked 3 different ways. Very nice. I told you it'd be very nice. You could put it in burgers, you could put it in a stew, you could slice it and have it on toast. You could maybe make little tiny sort of guinea pig sandwiches out of it, like bacon butties, guinea pig butties. Guinea pigs are best served in your jalapeno and cheese sauce. There's another way, says Panzer Goering. Oh, guinea pigs are best are best fired out of a cannon. I do remember, I think it was the Goodies used to have some sketches involving guinea pigs and things like that. Yeah. Next week on Ted's channel we were doing cooking guinea pigs. Yeah. We'll be starting the show by preparing and boning a guinea pig, then put it in a stew and on a gas regular 7 for 4.5 hours. It's food. It's like people not wanting to eat poor little bunnies. Yeah, well, nothing wrong with poor little bunnies. Just taking a little nub off that I forgot to take off, but it's underneath, so we won't see it too much. Just so it's nice and smooth. I wonder if you could start a new. You could start a new street food outlet on Uber Eats. Yeah, the guinea pig takeaway. Yeah, you could eventually get into competition with the Golden Arches and yeah, the guinea pig big bucket. Leave the nub, that gets hidden with the mud. It's got to be a pristine, clean, nice shiny tank because they polish it, and it'd be at the side of the road, and somebody be, you know, like they do with the fancy cars. Every time they stop, they're out with a duster, dusting it off. Meat, banana llama. guinea pig takeaway. I would call it squeaky pie. That's what, yeah, that's a. You could have sweet pictures of guinea pigs all around the room, all around the shop, couldn't you? Sort of different coloured guinea pigs, all looking cute, and then you could have next to them that guinea pig, and you could have it next to them in a takeaway tub. I'm only for guinea pig lovers. I'm only kidding. Guinea pigs in space. There we are. So we now need C5, and I think for our final bits tonight, we will have a final couple of bits that we'll put on, and then we can call it a night. And I'll mark on the plan where we're at for next week. That bit and that bit. There we go. Go in competition with the local Chinese. They probably already are serving guinea pig. But shh. Oh. Oh. Pick your own pig. Yeah. Probably, I would think, probably in places like Peru, the guinea pig will actually be a pest, a wild pest, similar to what our rabbits are. Because rabbits over here are classed as pests and also food. There we go. Right, we've got the frontal armour on. Front armour. We've got the back armour on. Back armour. Yeah, the back armour doesn't sound as good, does it? But that goes up there like that. Is there another bit to go on there? B9. B9. Right. We'll do this last bit of rear armour, and then I think we've generally got the hull finished. Yeah, and then next week we can start on all the wheels. Right, so that's that, and that's that. Yep, that bit goes all there like that, so we can glue that in, and then I think we can call it a night for the hull build of the Churchill tank. Oh, yep. Don't want to put too much. Put enough glue on, but not too much that you melt everything, like you used to do in the old days, when you had glue in a tube and it would squirt everywhere, because you never thought about putting it on with a pin or a toothpick. There we go. That is that done, I think. Cool. So we've got what have we achieved to this evening? So we've got the start of the hull. Doesn't look like a tank yet, but it will do. We've got the machine gun in, the frontal armour on, and the backal armour, and then it tells us the tanks in these kits can be glued using plastic cement for next time, but we'll maybe not do that next time. So we can leave. I think we've done enough for tonight. Oh yeah, it will probably start to look like a tank next week because there's not many pages apart from all these wheels. And oh yeah, there is. There's a bit to keep us going. Right. So let's have a look. Final catch up with chat. Don't forget, if you have anything you want to ask before I go, anything you want to mention, don't forget Skipper Scale Models for the Patreon and Super Chat, things like that. Before we wrap up and time to go, where are we? Peter Piper Pick a Pig. Still on about the. I think we could go into a guinea piggle takeaway. In China, anything with more than 2 legs and not furniture is considered food. Graham M, when did you go? I went in 2002 to the Inca Trail. I always wanted to go to Peru. I did get the chance, but yeah, I couldn't go because of things. Scale Mod Views, meat is meat. Never see a 3-legged chicken. It depends. I can't eat pig because it makes squeaky noises. Steve131 says good night. If God wanted to make us all vegetarians, he would not have made us. I can change that last bit for you. If God had wanted us all to be vegetarians, he would not have made bacon. Yeah, that's how you need to finish that sentence, Fox. 1997. I wasn't on holiday. I was working, but it was taken out. Right. Anyway, yes. I think it's probably about that time again of the night to call it a night. We've got things done on the build. We built these wheels and we didn't need them, so we'll leave them in there till next time. Yep, we've done a bit on the hull. We've got, yeah, looks like we're going to have to concentrate next time because we might have to do some painting, so I might have to read the instructions and find out if anything needs painting before we get to the next stage. But for this evening we'll leave it, and once again we'll draw the end to a close. I'll start again. We'll bring the program to its close, and thank you everybody for joining in and coming along and supporting me. It's been great fun. We've had a nice chat. It's more than an hour and a half we've passed, and time has just flown by. It's been great having you along. Look out for us on Sunday. I will be here on Sunday with Chris on Skipper's channel to bring you the Warhammer things. I have an idea for painting dudes on Sunday. Still on with the anti-aircraft tanky Astra-Militarum thingy, but I think I have a plan for painting some dudes. So there we go. So anyway, thank you everybody for coming in and joining us. Same time, same place next week. Thank you once again. I love having you all along. It's been great having your support. But for now, thank you very much and good night. Good night everyone. Yeah, I know we're down here somewhere. There is. There we go. Bye.